This is the start of me trying to get a digital controller for my garden railway. And what I've been able to pick up second hand is a Lenz 100 L100 DCC kit, which was used for a double O gauge railway or something like that. Anyway, the thing that got me thinking was that inside the LV101 there's a dip switch which allows you to control the voltage sent out to the track, and the range of voltages you can get to the track range from 11.5 up to 22 volts, and the 22 volts is something that I needed for the garden railway. The disadvantage of this is that it's only 3 amps. Here's the actual controller, the LZ100. I've taken it apart. Just thought I'd have a quick look inside it. It's got a small, I think that's a battery. Yep, it's larger than normal button cells. An EEPROM. Presumably that's a microprocessor of some sort. It says Philips on it. I can't really read it. I don't know if I can get the camera to focus enough for you to read it. What sort of processor is it? No, the writing is too faint. Maybe I'm going to take a still photograph now. Anyway, I don't suppose it particularly matters what sort of microprocessor it is. It's been programmed to operate as a DCC controller and NMRA compliant. And this has 2 transistors back to back there, and I'm presuming that is for sending the power to the track. But this one is intended only to run the programming track. If I've understood the instructions I've got. So you're not able to use the handset and this to run your layout. You actually need the booster to run the layout. So the handset there plugs into here. You do get DCC signal out. I suppose if it's a small layout, but on the diagram for the kit, the diagram for the kit, I've not printed out the manuals. It does suggest that just the LZ100 is used for the programming track, and the output of that is used to actually drive the layout. So it's quite a hefty bit of transformer, but it could be because this can take AC in. 4 diodes there and a capacitor, so rectification of your AC in, if you put AC into it, probably just enough to drive this. So you've not got a lot of current on that one. On this one, if you take your AC in, it goes into a big 5 amp rectifier and a much larger capacitor. So clearly that is the power device to give you power out to the track at 3 amps conservatively rated. Well, there we are. You see, I'm just probing around in it, just having a poke around inside the box. No particular real idea, just spotting components that I recognize without really knowing exactly how the thing works. But it's nice to get a feel for it before I seriously, not modify it. So my question at the moment is, if I make this as the first video, here we are, question, maybe I should put it right at the beginning. Guys, if I put a 24 volt power supply onto that, because that's getting a 22 volt power supply is hard, it would be 24 volt DC possibly. You see, that's 22 volts there. You are not meant to put in much more than the required voltage so you don't have any overheating. Then how will this behave if I run it off the same power supply? Or is the maximum that this takes the 18 volts that it suggests for the whole set? So do I need a separate transformer to power this part? That's the first big question. I wonder if anybody knows the answer.